The Blitz, sponsored by Moxie Credit Union and Michael Rocha with Atlantic Realty.
Welcome to The Blitz. I'm Frankie Tovar.
What's up, Frankie Tovar? I'm not Eddie Ruiz.
What's up? Harvest Bowl 16 is up. We have coverage from the big CrossTown rivalry game between Turlock and Pitman. And this year, the Bulldogs once again walked away with the victory, 41-7, by a huge margin of yardage as well as the points. 548 total yards and 3 turnovers in this winning effort.
Yeah, and then 165 for Pitman, and we'll show you who got a lot of those yardage. I'm just saying, a state qualifying wrestler who was the quarterback, maybe he got a lot of them, right? And then it was 4 turnovers for Pitman, and then one of the other biggest things, Frankie, the series is now even at 8-8.
8-8. It's been a long time coming.
And you played in some of them.
Now it's even. I played in the first 2. Let's not talk about that, though. Instead, let's talk about this game. And in fact, let's not even talk about it anymore. Let's show you guys the highlights, the Friday night highlights. Turlock's opening drive starts at its own 13-yard line, but it doesn't take long to get into Pitman territory. Here's Anthony Frias with a 26-yard run. Then it's time for a Pasley-Baldwin connection. Brock throws the rock to Holden for a 30-yard gain, and on the very next play, it's going to be back to Frias. That's a 3-yard touchdown on the 7th play of the drive to give Turlock an early lead.
The second drive of the game for Turlock, and they're not done yet. They're just getting started. Pasley, Baldwin, we told you, get used to that connection. That's 11 yards. And then right here, Dalton Lynn, a little, fumbles, but he gets it right back. It's all good. 8-yard pickup. And then Miguel Peña, he is looking nice. He ended up getting a good chunk of yards. He went in. Oh, but it's a penalty. Turlock backed up. It's all good, though. Why? Baldwin! Whoa! 11-yard touchdown. 14-0 with 2:17 left in the first.
And now we're in the second quarter, and Pitman is still struggling on offense. Here's a fumble. The ball's on the ground, and it's recovered by Kate Gilbert. That sets up a one-play home run. Pasley with the pump fake, then the release, and Baldwin is wide open. That's a 41-yard touchdown, and Turlock now leads 21-0 with 9:14 left in the half.
Turlock, man, like we said, they're just getting started, man. They're rolling. Oh, but check that out. Frias, stop right there. No gain. And then Chris Avalos again, man. That was a player of the game for the Pitman Pride, that's for sure. Sacks Pasley right here. And then a fake punt. Oh, I thought they were punting, and it's a fake punt. Kate Gilbert, man, 64-yard touchdown run with 3:36 left in the second. That was wild, man. And we're taking it back. Take it way back. Why? Because it's the play of the game. And then you take a look at that. I thought it was going straight to Diego Angel. Frankie, I know it. I thought it was going to be an actual punt, man, at that point, because they're in their 36-yard line, their own 36. And nah, man, Gilbert, look at those feet. They're moving, man. And he's able to outrun everybody. 28-0 so far. Nice first half so far.
Pitman, they were caught off guard, that's for sure. And then on the next possession, trying to get things going. And who do they go to? The quarterback, Kendall LaRosa, with a wild scramble. He evades multiple Bulldog defenders, picks up 13, and then he's driven out of bounds. But on the next play, trouble with the handoff, another turnover. Turlock retakes possession near midfield, and then it's time for Frias to rack up some more yards. 31 yards to be exact. The senior back shows off some sweet moves, and he's going to be down at Pitman's 22. But Pitman's D holds strong, forcing a TOD from its own 2-yard line to keep the score 28-0 at the half.
So this is the second possession of the second half for Turlock. But check this out. Frias fumbles, and who recovers it? That man I told you about, Chris Avalos. He's a stud, and he knows it. He was on the cover of the football tab. I'm just pointing that out there. Kendall LaRosa backing up for a throw. Who does he find? He thinks he's finding his man. No! Kate Gilbert with a pick. That dude had a heck of a game, man. I'm just saying, with 6:32 left in the third quarter, they get the ball right back. And then Miguel Peña with a nice heave right there from Pasley. That's a 46-yard completion. And they're going to end this drive with a 16-yard touchdown run. Anthony Frias makes it 34-0. That was sweet, man. The 2-point conversion is no bueno, but that's totally fine. They lead 34-0. Wow. All right.
Yeah, and it's a 3-and-out on Pitman's next possession, but the snap is high. The ball is all over the place. Avalos picks up the ball for the Pride, but that gives the Bulldogs great field position, which they try to take advantage of with Dalton Lynn. Nice spin on this hard hit, but then Emilio Gonzalez comes up big with a strip from behind. So instead of a Turlock touchdown, it is a Pitman touchback by way of Remy Serrano. But Pitman's offense fails to capitalize, but the defense, it steps up again once it's back on the field, forces another fumble. This time, Josiah Gonzalez coughs it up, and it's Sergio Romo who recovers. That's going to put Pitman at its own 40-yard line, where the offense finally finds steam. LaRosa drops back, looks for a receiver, then decides to tuck the ball and run. This is a huge gain from the quarterback, but there's going to be a flag on the play. Doesn't matter, though, because the Pride find themselves with a touchdown, courtesy of Avalos from 4 yards out. That's an 8-play scoring drive, and the score is now 34-7.
So this is going to be it for Turlock. Dalton Lynn under center now. He picks up 21 yards, and we've seen him do it all year long, especially when Pasley was hurt or anybody else was hurt. He was the man. And then Luke Marson finishes the 4-play scoring drive, 27-yard touchdown. That's it. That's your final, 41-7. It's an 8-8 series in the Harvest Bowl, man. Wow. Woo!
One down, baby. Happy 69th win.
All right, that win marks the 6th straight Harvest Bowl win for Turlock, all under head coach James Peterson. And now Turlock is 8-2 overall and undefeated in league, 5-0, the 4th consecutive year they've done that. And once again, they're heading for the playoffs.
That's really good for them. Pitman, on the other hand, a 2-8 season, 1-4 in league, but they're definitely looking at progressing and growing going into next year, and that would be the second year for head coach Lance Weckerly. So,
all right, let's see if they can do that. You'll have to wait a year for that, but let's not wait any longer for the rest of this episode. So before we talk about the individual stat stars, so to speak, let's first recognize our sponsors, Moxie Credit Union and Michael Rocha with Atlantic Realty.
Are you looking for a loan, or even you, Frankie, a toy loan, auto loan, home loan, any sort of loan? There's no place to look any further than Moxie Credit Union. They'll take care of you on gear, and just let them know that the Blitz sent you.
And after you secure your loan with Moxie Credit Union, hit up Michael Rocha with Atlantic Realty if you need to buy a home. Whether you're buying or selling, Michael Rocha will assist you every step of the way. As a buyer's agent, he'll help you make your ideal home a reality. And as a seller's agent, he'll get you top dollar for your home. So contact Michael Rocha right now for more information. You can find him on Facebook and on Instagram. He's always updating.
All right, so there's one guy we have to give a huge shout out to from Pitman. Actually, there's two guys, but Kendall LaRosa, man, only playing in 3 games so far this year. That kid had 125 yards of 165 for Pitman's total. I'm just saying, man, the kid to come out from literally wrestling to just playing a couple games of football, man. Heck of a star, heck of an athlete, man. If you watch him out there, I'm just saying. And then you got to give credit, man. Chris Avalos, the dude had a sack, a touchdown, a fumble recovery, and a forced fumble on Pitman's side. Not too bad for him.
And on the flip side, we'll go to Turlock now, and another player who did really well, Cade Gilbert. He had a fumble recovery, he had an interception, and he had a touchdown. That's like a hat trick, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a soccer fan, but I think that's the term.
I love soccer.
He really came through for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he did. And then Anthony Frias, another guy who came through for the Bulldogs, man.
Always does.
A workhorse, man. He had 23 carries. Thank God he was healthy too, right? 158 yards rushing, and then 2 touchdowns on the ground. Very pretty. And then Brock Pasley, man, 12 of 15, 204 yards and 2 touchdowns. Very pretty, very effective, very good game from him, man.
Man, Brock is the man when he has the ball in his hand. And who was he targeting this week?
I wonder.
A lot of people, but mostly Holden Baldwin, the player of the game. He had 4 catches, 93 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Now, we usually talk to running backs and quarterbacks. This week, we wanted to talk to a receiver. So Holden Baldwin is your player of the game.
We went in going the same way every time. I mean, we knew it was Pitman, so they're going to play their best game, even if they, their record wasn't the best this year. But, we came in, we executed, we threw the ball early and we scored, and everything turned out well. We had Anthony Frias, he had a hell of a game. He had a few touchdowns, but 2 or 3. Dalton, he ran hard. Brock threw the ball all day today and it was really well, and I think that's about it, yeah. So starting in spring of last year, we knew we had a strong team and everything was going well, and we just continued out through the year, and yeah, we felt like we were good this year and we could come out on top. For playoffs, we don't know who we're playing yet, but I think we're just gonna practice the same way we have been and just go out and execute.
And I know it's hard to believe, but just like that, the regular season is finished.
What the heck?
And now we have
fast.
3 teams headed to playoffs: Turlock, Denair, and Hilmar.
Ooh, that looks nice, man. And then Turlock, obviously a perfect season. Another perfect season in league, the SeaCal to be exact, 8-2. And then Denair, another team, 8-2 as well, who we're going to be expecting to have a top seed in the Division 7 Sac Joaquin section playoffs. And then Hilmar, man, 9-1. Believe it or not, even though they won state and sections last year, they did not have this good of a regular season record last year, even though they won state and sections. I'm just saying, 9-1. Very pretty. They're going to be a top seed in the Division 6 bracket, so we'll wait and see how that pans out.
And we expect Turlock to be in the top 8 of that D1 bracket.
They should be for sure.
And of course, when playoffs roll around, we know what the goal is for Denair and for Hilmar. They want to repeat section. They want to repeat state if possible. As for Turlock, I'm pretty sure their goal is to get past the second round. They have not been able to do that.
Dude, D1's crazy,
So
bro.
we'll see if that happens. The brackets are not out as of this filming, but we expect them to be out maybe Sunday.
They said Sunday night. Definitely by Monday afternoon. Yeah, I mean, it should
Just
be right.
keep an eye out at CIF, SJS, also Turlock Journal. We'll update you guys, and we'll update you as far as who we'll cover next week.
We're going to have a story, too.
I'm going to guess it might be Turlock, since they'll probably have a home game as long as there's no shenanigans going down.
Exactly.
So, catch that game at turlockjournal.com, and on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, you can find us at Turlock Journal. So until next week with the first round of playoffs, I'm Frankie Tovar.
And I'm Loud Eddie.
Good night.